Hi, I'm Ryan of MidNite Solar. Welcome to Maine to my off-grid system. Today I'm going to show you what the status menus are and what they mean on your classic charge controller, as well as how to navigate them. To go to the status menus, we use the status button. And you'll notice if we hold the button down, it gives us an explanation of the upcoming status menu. In this case here, we can read what it's going to do. We let off in it, you'll see that we have input voltage, battery voltage, watts, amps, exactly the same as the status menu. The home page, I'm sorry. The only difference is this one has amp hours instead of kilowatt hours. We'll go to the next one. Here we have more of a reading off in the current sense and the voltage sense. We have the input voltage, the input current, battery voltage, the battery current, and the VOC of the array. The array breaker is off on this one. Let me go ahead and turn it on. Now you see the voltage jump up, the amperages are going to jump up. We'll let it do a sweep just so you can get a view of that. You notice the VOC of the array was 165.2. The next screen, short-term history. This is going to attempt to graph the short-term history from today. It's been a very short day. You can see we're working in the morning here, so you can see the sun woke up and we went up and it's been tracking the array. As the day goes on, that will fill in. It's supposed to be a graph of today's production. And here we have the moon scope. Basically what this is an oscilloscope with two channels. Bottom being battery voltage, top being input voltage. And you see there it just did a sweep. This is usually pretty boring on solar, but it can be kind of entertaining on a wind turbine. Now we're going to the software versions, build dates, etc. Here, we start out by having the version of Classic. In this case, it's a 250KS, 48 volt nominal battery. We have the build version, 1042, that's the software revision in the display. The build date is 8/23 for the software, not the actual hardware, but the software. That was the date it was compiled. The Classic has revision 1070, and that was compiled on 8/23. I also have the serial number of the Classic. This is an important one if you're using the local app and you want to manipulate your Classic. The serial number is in here on the side of the Classic, and that can be pretty hard to see in a case like this where they're stacked up like this. So we put it in the firmware in the display as well, so you can find that. Move on to the next menu, is back to the main status. That concludes the status screens in the Classic Charge Controller. Welcome to Maine. Until next time, this is Ryan of MidNite Solar.